The night my childhood ended, I had to save my dad's life. When people talk about growing up fast, they don't mean overnight. But for me, it really was one night. It started with a knock on the door at 2 a.m. I woke up to flashing red lights bouncing off my bedroom wall. The sound of my mother crying downstairs didn't feel real. They said there'd been an accident. Dad was in critical condition. At the hospital, everything smelled like bleach and fear. My younger brother sat next to me, clutching his toy truck. Too young to understand why Mom wasn't speaking. She just stared at the floor. The doctor said, Dad needed surgery immediately, but they couldn't proceed without someone's consent. Mom was in shock, shaking, unable to form words. The nurse turned to me. I was 16. Just 16. I remember my hands trembling as I signed that paper. I didn't even know if it was the right thing. I just knew doing nothing would haunt me more. Hours later, the surgeon came out exhausted, mask hanging around his neck. He made it, he said softly. I felt my knees give out, and for the first time, I cried. Not from fear, but from relief. But things didn't go back to normal. Dad came home months later, weak, barely able to walk. Mom started working double shifts to cover bills, leaving me to take care of him and my brother. I learned how to change bandages, make soup, and fake a smile on mornings I wanted to break down. One night, while helping Dad to bed, he looked at me and said, "You shouldn't have had to grow up this fast." His voice cracked. I just smiled and said, "Someone had to." Years later, when people ask why I seem older than my age, I think back to that night. The signature, the sirens, the silence after the chaos. That was the night I stopped being a child. Sometimes I still wake up at 2 a.m. when I hear a car outside. My heart races, my hands tremble. But then I remind myself, we made it through once. And that night, though it broke something in me, also built something stronger, the courage to choose, even when no one else can.